Welcome, Sagittarius. It is Sachi, and we are here to do some shamanic shifting. So we're going to take a look at what your current energy is, take a look at what your goal is, and then look at how to take your energy and transmute it into your manifestation goal. Please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. And just a reminder that the top 2 videos with the most likes will get a bonus reading, as well as whoever comes in first, who gets the most likes, get the extended for free. And I currently also have a 30-day free trial to see what kind of value it holds to become an Eagle member. That gives you access to this extended, all extendeds, as well as access to my musings page, which has up-to-date astrological transits and so on. My last announcement I would like to tell you about is that my Tarot 101 course is now available in my shop. So if you're interested in learning how to read your own cards, you can do so now at the convenience anytime that you want. It is a recorded class that is broken up into 2 parts, and it covers everything that you need to know. It covers how to choose a deck, how to bond with a deck, how to cleanse a deck, and we go over various symbology and numerology of the cards, and we go through each of the individual cards of the major and minor arcana, and go into detail about what each card represents and how to read it. But we also discuss how to view things from a higher perspective so that you can comprehend what the tarot deck is as a whole and what the journey represents, instead of just memorizing little facts about every single card. So it teaches you how to sort of understand everything as a whole. So if that interests you, it also comes with an in-class worksheet packet for you to fill out while you are going through the course. That way, everything that's in the presentation is in your notes and it is organized in a meaningful and intuitive way, so you can find everything that you are looking for after class and you will know exactly where it is. And it also comes with some tarot journal prompts for before and after class, and it also has a certificate of completion for you to fill out once you have completed the course. That way you have proof that you did indeed take the course and completed it successfully. So if that interests you, the link is in the description box below, and you can find that in my shop. But anyway, let's get started, Sag. This is what came out in the cleansing ceremony. We had the 9 of Wands in reverse, the Devil, the 4 of Wands, and the Sun in reverse. So interesting energy here, Sag. What I was getting was basically with the 9 of Wands, it felt like in an attempt to not seem paranoid or be overly cautious, you weren't protecting yourself, basically. It's kind of like, when you get the feeling of like, oh, I really feel like I should, cleanse my house or wear a protective amulet or something. And then you're like, no, I'm just being paranoid. Or, oh, people might think I'm weird if I, do whatever. My roommate may think something, or, people might look at me weird if I'm wearing a giant thing of black obsidian or whatever. So then you don't do it. But that's kind of how that 9 of Wands felt. But then, boom, what comes in is the Devil. So, it definitely is telling me there's some lower vibrational energies that are around you. And the Devil basically makes you believe that you don't have free will, right? It represents, being overly lustful, right? Thinking that, oh, I have to lust after this person. I have no control over it. Or, oh, I have to overeat. I have no control over my eating habits. Or, oh, I have to get drunk or take this substance because I have no control over it, right? It's this absence of free will where, it turns love into evil, right? And even love spells backward is evil. And so it literally takes something that you love, right? Like, enjoying, it looks like he's eating a chicken wing. Enjoying a chicken wing is fine. If you are eating 100 chicken wings a week, then you have a problem, or, 100 a day, whatever it is, right? So it takes something that you love and distorts it. It inverts it into something evil. It's same with relationships. You may really feel like you love someone, but if you try to overly attach and feel like, I don't have free will, I have to be with this person, or they don't have free will, they have to be with me, then it becomes something evil, right? When there isn't free will at play, then you know that there's demonic forces around. So it looks like the Devil got in, okay? And with the 4 of Wands, it seems to be you in union with someone. So some sort of relationship. The 4 of Wands is 2 people coming together, making a contract and sealing it with a red string of fate. So it seems like you feel like you're connected to someone against your free will, or that you have to be together for some sort of reason. Four of Wands can also be a twin flame union card. And with the Sun in reverse, it's telling me that there is inverted light. It's kind of like false light energy is kind of how it feels. With the Sun in reverse, it also is, you know, something that is stopping you from being able to shine your light and live in that, you know, energy that's warming you to your pure core. And then we had dark type energy in reverse with Durant gathering food and Trainer de-evolution spray. So again, it's not necessarily dark energy, it's false light, okay? Does that make sense? It's like you have the light, you have the shadow, there's inverted light, false light, and there's inverted shadow, false shadow. And so this is definitely some inverted light that you are dealing with. We have Durant using gathering food. This is steel type, so there could be, again, this stealing energy. With gathering food, it could have to be with, you know, maybe someone that you're in a relationship with and all you do is eat or something like that. But it has to do with, like, it may not seem like a big deal, but it is as time progresses, if that makes sense. It's like little by little, this energy is really gathering. It's like one ant really can't do much. Right? I mean, they can, right? They can lift like 700 times their body weight or whatever it is. But it's like to accomplish a big task, one ant can't do a lot. But when it's happening over and over again and there are millions of ants sort of working in cohesion, you know, it's a big deal. And that's kind of how it feels like this. Like, you know, one time's not a big deal, but as it is progressing over and over again, all these things start to add up, right? Again, like with the Devil card, it's like, you know, getting drunk one night isn't terrible. Getting drunk every night, you have an issue, right? Eating, you know, maybe 50 chicken wings one day. Okay, you know, a bit gluttonous, but whatever. But if you're doing it every day, that's a real big issue. And so this is telling me, Trainer, that's somebody else's energy, right? De-evolution spray. This person is coming in and causing you to de-evolve. Okay, so instead of ascending, they are causing you to descend. Descend into devil energy. So, yeah. I don't know who you're in union with, but it does not feel the greatest, Sag. All right. Anyway, like I said, what we're going to do is take a look at your current energy, what your goal is, and then we'll take a look at how to take your current energy and transmute it into your manifestation goal. So let's take a look. Aquarius, what's going on in your current energy here? I was feeling a lot in the throat chakra at the moment. So there could be a lot that has to do with communication. Yeah, you're keeping your mouth shut is what I'm hearing. With the Queen of Cups and the Three of Swords in reverse. So Queen of Cups, this is the divine feminine energy as it relates to emotional things, right? The emotional body. And for her, right, it's like she feels this waterfall of emotion, right? Very intense emotional energy, but she's not showing what she feels. She even has her hand over her cup saying, hey, you don't get to see what's in my cup. And I only have one toe in the water. Whereas the masculine aspect is, you know, his cup is open. You can see inside it. He has both feet in the water. And it represents, you know, feminine energy sort of learning how to hold back their emotions, whereas the masculine learns how to express them. So it definitely feels like you're holding back your emotions. You're not speaking about them. You sort of have your poker face on is what I'm hearing. With the Three of Swords in reverse, you know, it's saying that it's an interesting energy because even when it comes out in reverse, the energy's still there, right? So we have the Heartbreak card coming out in reverse. So it kind of feels like this energy of, you know, you're not talking about something because you don't want to admit to someone that your heart is broken, or you don't want to feel the feelings of heartbreak and disappointment that comes with like expressing your emotions. Let's see, what's the light energy here? We have Buffalont using Horn Attack. So we have some Taurus energy coming out using Horn Attack. Again, Horn energy is the opposite of Halo energy, if you catch my drift, right? So we do have some, again, lower vibrational forces, and it's in the light, so likely you're very aware of this. But with Taurus energy here, it seems like you're being very stubborn about really not expressing your emotions. And some of it can be due to material qualities of some sort of way. It says they charge wildly and headbutt everything. Their headbutts have enough destructive force to derail a train. So it's talking about charging wildly and headbutting everything. So it seems like you may be coming sort of into conflict with a lot of different things in your life. You may be butting heads with different people, different situations, but again, you're sort of holding it all in and not letting people see how hurt you are by this. And it's talking about that, you know, it's destructive enough to derail a train. So that's some mighty, you know, fine power, destructive forces, right? And again, that's part of that lower vibrational energy is, you know, destructive by derailing. But, you know, perhaps the train wasn't meant to get there that day. But again, it just, yeah, it's destructive more than constructive to be holding your emotions in. Let's see what's the shadow here. We have Zubat using leech life. So yeah, this is literally leeching your life. It's sucking the life out of you. You know, this Zubat, bat spirit is a vampiric energy. So again, life sucking, leeching your life. And that is exactly what inverted light does, right? Light is supposed to give energy and make things grow. Inverted light is going to be like, yeah, use your energy and here's some, you know, things, but really it's taking away from you. So, yeah, this is really, you know, sucking the life out of you. And your heart chakra is where it seems to be feeding off of, which makes sense why the Three of Swords coming out in reverse. It says, forms colonies in perpetual dark places, uses ultrasonic waves to identify and approach targets. Yeah, again, it seems like you've been targeted, Sagittarius. And again, no need to be paranoid, no need to be in fear, but it does seem like some lower vibrational forces sort of locked and loaded and grabbed onto you. And again, that just happens if we don't keep up our protection. It's nothing super, you know, you don't have to be worried about it. All you have to do is clear your energy, cleanse it, you know, get that out of there, and then shield. Or not even shield, maybe just veil yourself. Temperance in reverse. Yeah, you got to watch the substances that you're taking right now, Sagittarius. Drink or otherwise. Drinks, drugs, even prescriptions. You have to be careful about how that really opens up your aura. And again, there's nothing wrong with taking any of them, but make sure that you are protecting yourself, because it seems like this is talking about colonies in dark places. You know, so that's telling me that there are some colonies of things in your shadow energy that, you know, it's like the shadow energy has colonized, you know, around you. And, you know, using ultrasonic energy, which is, you know, non-physical energy in order to target, you know, you. So be very mindful here. Definitely kind of like spiritual attack energy is what I'm feeling here. All right, let's see. What's your goal? I was hearing like anything but this. So it kind of feels like, and part of this can be causing you to be emotionally mute. You know, like lower, you know, demonic energy can cause us to not want us to feel our pain. Instead, it numbs us and keeps us sort of in this zombie energy of like, you know, don't express your emotions. Don't feel the feelings, just stay numb sort of thing, right? So that they can siphon the energy from your heart. Because, yeah, sometimes you have to feel the hurt in your heart. Sometimes you have to feel that pain. But again, you know, demonic forces will stop you from feeling that pain so that they can just siphon. So just keep that in mind. For your goal, we have 7 of Cups and 6 of Swords in reverse. Interesting energy here. So it seems like maybe you wanted to blame it on the retrogrades is what I'm hearing. Anytime the 7 of Cups comes out in reverse, it gives me retrograde vibes, because it points to utilizing astrology for your betterment. But because it's coming out in reverse, it seems like maybe you've been using astrology perhaps not in the best way. It is a goal. So again, it feels like your goal is to, was to kind of put things off, is kind of what it feels here. It feels like you kind of want to wait until a different time. I am recording this on the day that Mercury has stationed, well, it's stationed direct 2 days ago, actually. I'm recording this on the 20th. And so yeah, you know, it kind of feels like a time delay. That's the only thing that I can feel. You want to sort of put this energy off. With the Six of Swords in reverse, it's like you don't feel like getting away from this situation and going somewhere else. It really feels kind of like a rejection of what you know you need to do. It's kind of like you want to break, kind of want to put things on pause. Let's see what's the light energy here. We have parasect using mushroom tackle. I was going to say, like, you may think that this is your wish, but it's really not. It kind of feels like this energy that's kind of overriding you. And parasect is a parasitic energy. So it seems like this parasite is trying to get you to sort of put it off sort of thing. And with mushroom tackle, again, some of you may be working with mushroom spirit perhaps as part of your goal. It says, the bug is mostly dead, with the mushroom on its back having become the main body. If the mushroom comes off, the bug stops moving. By the way, do you hear that train? I'm not sure if you could hear the horns, but anyway, there was just like a train tooting, or I don't know, whatever trains do. And so, yeah, this is talking about basically being a host, right? The bug is mostly dead. The mushroom keeps growing. That has become the main body. If the mushroom comes off, the bug stops moving. And so this is the energy of saying, like, hey, you need to stop feeding this energy, basically. It seems like that is what the goal needs to be, is to get rid of this, you know, low vibrational attachment that is siphoning your energy here. All right, let's see what's the shadow. We have P-Dove using homing P-Dove. So part of the goal here is to create a home. You know, homing P-Dove has to do with, you know, making sort of a nest, if that makes sense. So you want to have a comfortable environment and things like that. And that could have to do with mushroom spirit as well here. It says, these Pokemon live in cities. They are accustomed to people. Flocks often gather in parks and plazas. So these Pokemon live in cities. They are accustomed to people. So I feel like there's this energy of kind of, you know, going out, doing new things, you know, being around people, you know, being in parks and plazas and things like that. So I definitely get sort of like a socialized energy here, of sort of connecting to others as part of this goal. But again, it's like you want this, but something is telling you like, oh, put it off for a different time. You know, now's not the best time. The timing's not right. Where it's like, you know, the only time that exists is right now. So, wow, okay. So yeah, we're going to head into the extended. But let's take a look at what Mother Nature would like to say here. Like I said, we're going to take a look at how to take your current energy and transform it into your goal, which seems to be getting rid of this parasitic energy and becoming more social and going out and things like that. We have ceremony, invocation. Yeah, it definitely seems like you need to do some sort of ritual here, okay? You need to, you know, clear, cleanse, and veil yourself and protect your body and your home, because something definitely got in that should not get in. And again, it's not paranoid to feel like you need to do these things. You know, obviously if you're here, you know that there are other spiritual entities other than the good ones, okay? And it's very important to continue to keep your spiritual practice, you know, tip top, especially if you are, you know, a spiritual person, right? If you're aware, then, you know, it's important to really be taking these things rather seriously. Let's see what Archangel... Creative writing. Archangel Gabriel says, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. And counselor, Archangel Azrael, you are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So this is definitely giving me energy of, you know, again, it's like something is trying to stop you from talking about your emotions and feeling your feelings. Whether you go to a counselor and get help as a third party, or whether you want to write down these things yourself, you really need to sort of get them outside of you so that you can get a little bit of feedback, you know, from someone else or from your past self, right? Rereading things that you've written in the past so that you can get a little bit more clarity on what's going on here. All right, let's take a look in the black mirror here. Okay, I'm getting the message to do that in the extended. So we will take a look in the Black Mirror to start off the reading. And if you would like to follow me there, the link is in the description box below, and I hope to see you there.